Come on, Wade. It can't be that bad.
Ah, bullshit. I'm a monster inside and out. I belong in a fucking circus.
Wait, Vanessa loves you. She doesn't care what you low. Oh. Where's my baby boy? What happened to my little boy, my beautiful baby boy? I'm gonna move our relationship completely to text and phone calls. No FaceTime. No time around that face. Your head looks like some sort of crystal that you would see at a 2-bit psychic. Can I touch it? I know I'm 35 years too old for you, but how do I look? You look like somebody turned your face inside out and then just left it like that, but then you got in a house fire. God, you look like a house fire was in another house fire. Wait, you look like a trash can full of shit was placed on your shoulders and then you were in a train fire. You look like Shrek took a shit on your neck. You look like the inside of other people's ass. Thank you, lesbian commander.
We have everything we need now. Thank you.
You don't have everything you need. You're missing black hats, 1980s burglars. Tell the rest of the trench coat mafia that they look better in a trench coat than the two of you. Hey, he looks like that guy from Lord of the Rings if he had gotten cancer. You're the size of Gollum, with worse taste and fat. You're on the way out, sweetie. It's low clearance. Yeah, I didn't know Miley Cyrus joined the Cure, huh? If you bring your son back, make sure he has ID. The little one looked like Justin Bieber face fucked Miley Cyrus's haircut.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Yeah, I've seen your Instagram. You still don't...
Stand-up comic T.J. Miller made a screen debut in the hit monster movie Cloverfield, then parlayed his oddball persona into dozens of comedic and voiceover roles. He's most commonly remembered as the bartender sidekick Weasel in the Deadpool movies and arrogant tech bro Erlich Bachman on HBO's Silicon Valley. Less than a year after he lost his job on Silicon Valley, Miller was arrested for a federal crime. In March 2018, Miller drank heavily on an Amtrak train and grew loud and angry after a female passenger didn't respond to his attempts at flirtation. After a verbal altercation, Miller made a 911 call to report that the woman was in possession of a bomb. Miller was ultimately tossed off the train before his destination. The federal charge of reporting a false bomb threat was dropped in 2021. That was the last year to date that Miller has acted professionally, voicing a character in an episode of the animated series F is for Family. Stand-up comic T.J. Miller.
Dang. So that's what the allegations they're talking about.
This July will mark the release of the one and only Marvel Cinematic Universe film of 2024, the third entry in the Fox Deadpool series, Deadpool and Wolverine. The film will follow Ryan Reynolds' titular merc-with-a-mouth Deadpool as he utilizes his fourth wall-breaking abilities to bring a definitive conclusion to the Fox series of Marvel films, merging their more successful aspects into Disney's blockbuster mega franchise. Disney's first hard R multiversal adventure will not only feature Ryan Reynolds' fan-favorite mutant, but will also see the return of the arguably even more popular X-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, amongst several potential cameos, including rumored appearances from Jennifer Garner's Elektra, the ill-fated love interest of Ben Affleck's Daredevil from the 2003 film, Halle Berry's Storm, where she'll hopefully redeem herself after that questionable line of dialogue from the original X-Men movie.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Good one. To Wesley Snipes' Blade, from the franchise that went down in flames after the third film thanks to its star's penchant for strangling director David Goyer and his willful inability to pay taxes. While watching the trailer for the film, in between shots of what appears to be Giant Man's hollowed-out corpse, Aaron Stanford's mutant villain Pyro, and Emma Corrin's new-coming villain Cassandra Nova Xavier, it'd be easy to miss the fact that one semi-notable Deadpool alum appears to be absent from the proceedings, Deadpool's occasionally loyal sidekick, T.J. Miller's Weasel. Miller portrayed Weasel in the first two entries in the series. Though mainly a supporting character, he took part in some of the best moments from both films, creatively insulting his disfigured best friend.
You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado.
Before bestowing him his iconic moniker in the original movie.
What? I put all my money on you, and now I just realized I'm never gonna win the Deadpool.
And hoping to form the short-lived, literally, X-Force crew in the second.
No superpowers at all. I have both type 1 and 2 diabetes.
Ow! Oh, that's all the diabetes.
Right? Yeah, you got them all.
It would stand to reason that Weasel doesn't appear in the new film because it simply has too much on its plate, resurrecting the iconic Wolverine, a character who already received a more than adequate send-off in James Mangold's excellent Oscar-nominated comic book film Logan, folding an entire rival studio's patchwork of IP into the extended universe of another's, and seemingly jamming in heaping helpings of fan service. But the reality of the situation is far more disappointing. In the interim between Deadpool 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine, TJ Miller has done a couple of interviews addressing his lack of participation in the upcoming film. Appearing on both the Adam Carolla Show and more recently Help with Natalie Cuomo, Miller made various claims as to the reasons for his departure, suggesting that the process of working in mainstream films was becoming tiresome.
And that was an example of something that was so fun for so long, and then it suddenly got not fun.
Stating in no uncertain terms that franchise filmmaking was a soulless process.
So ain't nobody gonna talk about how TJ Miller literally roasted his way out of the Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine movie. That's crazy. Because he was really funny in the first two, man. You know what I mean? And I was doing my little research. I'm like, man, why wasn't he in the third one? I thought they would have brought him back for the third one. But then I read some articles and it said he had some legal allegations or problems. So I guess that's what it was. He was drinking on a train and was hollering at some woman and then made a false police call or a bomb threat or something like that. But I thought for a minute that he had literally roasted his way out of the Deadpool 3 movie, because it kind of sounds like him and Reynolds had a kind of like like they were butting heads, like they, like his jokes were getting to him in a way. That's what I kind of gathered from the whole situation. Like, it kind of sounds like Ryan was like almost like feeling, I don't want to say intimidated by him, but like feeling like competition, basically. Not intimidated, but like feeling like he is his competition. Because the part where he said, you look like an avocado, had sex with an uglier avocado. And then the other part where he said, you know what you should do? You should. And then he said, and then before he could say anything, he said, star in your own horror movies. He said, your face is haunting or some shit. Like, he was roasting him, bro. Like, I know some of that shit was, even though they was acting, like, it be like, you be doing it so good, it's like, damn, motherfucker, you didn't have to do it that damn good. Like, after they get on stage, they be like, man, what the fuck, bro? Like they be feeling like that, like, when it was, like, too funny. Like, damn, motherfucker, you didn't have to go there, shit. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and back to regularly scheduled program.